Yo, what is going on, guys? It is your boy Nono for you, back at it with another Floowandereeze deck profile slash combo guide for specifically going first. I see some of you guys in the comments that watch my Dino stuff are actually interested in learning the Flu deck just in general, and would want to see like some combo routes and just learn more about the deck. The deck is very simple, guys. Just the deck overall, it turns your opponent's turn to our turn. That's what sums up the deck. And this deck plays so many strong cards, dude. This deck is roughly like around like a $30 deck. If you choose not to play like expensive cards like such as Thrust and stuff, or like high rarity stuff. But overall, this is a very simple deck to learn. The one thing with this deck is I think it's more of a being patient deck. Sometimes it's okay to be patient and to just wait till your opponent's turn to do stuff, or just wait till when it comes back to your turn again to just play some more stuff. But you guys will see what I'm talking about right now. So anyways, without further ado, let's get into the Floowandereeze deck profile, guys. So first up, we are going 3 Robins, as always. This is our... If I could play half the deck Robins, dude, trust me, I would. Absolutely. Along with 3 Eaglins, your Big Bird Searcher. I am going 2 Strees, and now I am going 2 Toucans, dude, because I want to play Yu-Gi-Oh! Sometimes you will get a good hand, but the only missing piece of that hand will be a Little Bird, and sometimes you just will not see a Little Bird. So we are playing this ratio, only going first. If you know you're going second against your opponent, you could go ahead and take out a Toucan, potentially take out a Stree too. But for right now, we are just playing 2 and 2. Along with the 1 DD Crow, because it's searchable off the Robin. Double M-Pen, 1 Apex, and 1 Ryza. These 2 are also good, kind of just to have, or this one's good to have going first, I guess, sometimes if you just want to start off with a negate before you pass off with your opponent's turn. And this card also plays a big role in this deck going first. So you guys will see in the combo what I'm talking about. For some of you guys that know, it's called the Harpy's Featherstorm Loop. For those who don't know, get ready to have your minds freaking blown, dude. So yeah, 1 and 1, 3 Shifter. I don't even have to freaking explain. Shifter. You just activate it. Your opponent can't really do shit. Pass his turn back to you. You just go ahead and just keep comboing off. Now for the spells, 3 maps. I'm choosing not to play the Terraforming. Normally people play the Terraforming, but the biggest problem with this deck, guys, it's not seeing map. We have ways to search map. It's not seeing a Little Bird. So that is why right now we are just playing 3 maps. Along with 3 Advent of Adventures, along with the 1 Swallow's Cowrie. So this could essentially, this is like the little brother of the Advent. Think of it like this, right? This card is like the 1 DD Crow we're playing, and these Advents represent the Robinas that we're playing in the deck. So it's always good just have a little backup, you know? Does come in clutch sometimes, I will admit that. Along with the 1 Unexplored Winds, both going good going first, fixes your hands, right? Also good going second, just tribute your opponent's shit, right? It's kind of cracked. Along with the 3 Dualities, 2 Extravs, and then the 1 Prosperity, since Prosperity got limited to 1 now. And 1 Thrust. You could play this at 2 if you want, but there are just some times where it's like, I don't want to break my hands too much on Thrust. So I like the ratio the way it is for right now. Now for the traps, I am trying to go 2 Genie Towns, because sometimes it's going to be hard to always recycle it with your Toucan when it's banished. Like there'll be times where like you go turn 4 and beyond, right? And you'll have this in your banish with like your 2 M-Pens in the banish somehow. You're obviously going to want to be recycling the M-Pens with your Toucan, because those are your boss monsters. So I'm just playing 2 just to have 1 for backup, just in case, for scenarios like that. And this card is basically what plays, is basically what turns our opponent's turn to our turn. So yeah, I'm just going to try 2 of these for now, let you all know how I like it. I think it would be really good. Yeah, for my new Floowandereeze players, this card just it just wins you games, dude. If you're a noob player, just play this card in, and you could just win the game. This card shuts down your opponent's turn 100%. You activate this, always shotgun this during their draw or standby phase. If you end up with having like an M-Pen or something, right? And they just won't be able to play Yu-Gi-Oh! It's just so cracked. So definitely that. And finally, for the last two, we are playing Solemn Judgments because people will be siding in cards such as Lightning Storm, Harpies, Evenly, and you want to keep your back row as valuable as possible. So 2 Solemn Judgments. 40 card even main deck, guys. I am not going to go into the extra deck. Literally, you could just have 15 of any freaking cards you want for the extra deck. Because realistically, for Flu, if you start trying to go into your extra deck for some odd reason, you're realistically losing, as I always say in all my Floowandereeze deck profiles. So we're not gonna just literally have 15 whatever random cards for your pots for stuff to banish off of it. But anyways, we will be getting into the side deck right now, guys. Okay, guys, for the extra deck, real simple. We're just gonna go off first with the 1 Herald, because Pearly is still a card. I mean, Pirelli is still a deck. People are still playing it. And this just outs the Black Cat, basically. Just always got to have this, right? Spell card Soul Exchange. I've gotten this card off so many times, too, in the past locals or two. When I have an M-Pen or, like, one of the other big birds in hand. This really fixes that. For going second, don't put this in going first. 3 Ash Blossoms, right? In case you end up going against a Labyrinth player or like a branded player or whatever, right? Triple Dark Ruler for heavy combo decks. Just if you just want to shut that shit down, here you go. Cosmic Cyclones for stupid ass Runic players. Just hit the field spell, the fountain. Along with 3 Evenlies. Dark Ruler Evenly is still hell of a card, guys. It's freaking crazy. And for the last card, I didn't really know what to really do for the last card, so I just did an extra D barrier for a Tenpai, right? In case you go first, you just have your 3 Harpies Featherstorms, and then you just have the 1 D barrier, just in case. But this could probably be whatever other card you want. But I'm choosing to play D barrier, so that is going to be my side deck, guys. Without further ado, let's get into some combos. Alright, guys, for combo number 1... for each combo, we're going to start off with like a basic simple combo for like my rookie players out there, right? And then work our way up to more intense combos. So for you Flu players who already know how to play Flu, you could probably skip to like combo number 4 or something like that. But for you new players who want to learn this deck, we'll start off with something basic, right? So we'll just say, let's say we open up Robin, right? And literally just 4 other cards, right? Just doesn't matter. This is 1 card combo. So first off, what you're going to do is obviously standby main. You're going to normal summon Robin. You will go Robin effect on summon to search you for a little bird, and then immediately normal as part of the effect. So you will be adding Eaglin, and then now you're going to immediately normal summon as part of the effect. So you're going to normal summon Eaglin. You are now going to use the effect of Eaglin searching you for a big bird, and then immediately normal summon. So you'll be searching for your M-Pen. And then you will immediately normal summon, or tribute summon, using these guys into an M-Pen. Now on summon, you're going to go 1 M-Pen, 2 Robin. I always like to leave 1 little bird in the banish zone, just to chain block your searcher birds. Just might as well, right? So now you're going to go 1 M-Pen, 2 Robin. Robin's going to add itself to the hand. And then M-Pen is going to search you Dreamy Town. This is the card that lets us play during our opponent's turn, right? Now, all you do here is just you set this, and then you pass turn to your opponent, right? Now, you're thinking, this is actually not a good board. This is actually kind of a good board. People do kind of struggle around an M-Pen. This is a crazy-ass boss monster, a crazy-ass floodgate. You guys already know what it does. Your opponent has to summon in defense if they want to activate effects. This card has a once per battle phase to half the attacking monster's attack and defense. But now let's just say you pass turn, right? It's your opponent's turn, right? It's their main phase. Keep in mind, for you new Flu players, you can only activate this card during the main phase. Only the main phase. So let's say if they Cosmic Cyclone this during the draw or standby phase, yeah, you're kind of effed. But right now, we're not worrying about that. We're just worrying about main phase for now, right? So let's say they start comboing, right? They summon a monster, right? They do something else that special summons another monster, right? So let's just say they have 2 monsters, right? Pretend these are monsters, right? Now, what you can do is on summon of the second monster, right? You can go ahead and activate Dreaming Town to basically play during their turn. So now what you do is you do the same thing all over again as you just did for your first turn, right? So now we're normal summoning Robin. Let me just put him up in attack, actually, because they will summon. This is like my extra deck, guys, so like, literally doesn't matter. Just pretend these are 2 random monsters, right? So now on summon, you're going to go 1 Robin, 2 Eaglin. Keep in mind, we still have this in our hand, right? You're going to add Eaglin. Robin can actually search you for a toucan, right? Might as well get a different little bird. And then you will additional normal. So you're going to additional normal the Eaglin. You will go Eaglin effects. You can go ahead and just grab yourself an Omni Negate in case they have cards such as like Tactics or Thrust. Now what you're going to do is you are going to Tribute Summon into Apex. Now what you can do is on summon of the Apex, you can trigger the effect of your Eaglin, I guess, to add itself back to the hand, because all the little birds trigger and banish when the Wing Beast is summoned, right? So on summon of the Apex, you can go 1 Eaglin, 2 Dreaming Town. Dreaming Town has a second effect, which is so good for when a level 7 or higher Wing Beast monster is summoned. You can go ahead and banish this card for cost, which is the beautiful thing, to flip all your monsters your opponent controls face down. So now these boys would get flipped face down, meaning now they can't use these guys to synchro, they can't use these guys to link. You could get your Eaglin back to your hand, and you have a free Omni Negate, basically. So just basically, yeah, that sums it up right there, right? He tries to activate something, you could go, I'll negate with Avian. Then Avian will get itself bounced back to the hand. And then he passes turn, right? You draw, you go standby main, and you just do it all over again. You normal summon Eaglin. Now you're going to chain block your 1 Eaglin, 2 Robin. So now we could search for another big bird. And just do it all over again, guys. So, yeah, that sums up simple combo number 1. We'll be getting into a map combo next. Combo number 2. Okay, guys, combo number 2. For you new Flute players, we're going to do something with the map now, in case y'all don't know how it works, right? So first you're going to go standby main. You're going to activate map. And now you're going to use its effects, which is going to let you... It's going to give you an additional normal summon. Well, first you have to reveal a level 1 Floowandereeze monster in your hand, not for cost. And then banish 1 Floowandereeze card with a different name from your deck to additional normal summon. So from this point on now, if this resolves, we are at 2 normal summons. Because each bird that affects that resolve gives us an additional normal summon. So as soon as this resolves, we are at 2 normal summons. And we will still be at 2 until they successfully negate something on field. Or until when we summon a monster that does not give us an additional normal summon. So now you're going to go affect the map. You will reveal your Robin. You can go ahead and ditch your Eaglin. 2 additional normal summons. So you will normal summon the Robin. And then same thing as last time. You could go 1 Robin, 2 Eaglin, right? Add Eaglin. You can honestly either add a toucan. Or what I always like to do is add another Eaglin. Just in case they negate, they imprint this Eaglin, right? And if you got nothing else, when it comes back to you, you got an Eaglin ready to go for follow-up for another turn. Just to search for your big bird like that as soon as possible. So I like to just add another one, just in case he does something to this Eaglin, right? But let's just say uninterrupted, obviously, right? But always think about like this getting hand shot, because people will not want you searching for that big bird. So now you're adding the Eaglin. And then now you're going to additional normal because of the Robin's effect that resolved. So you will additional normal the Eaglin. And then now you're going to go Eaglin effect, right? Adding you and M-Pen. And then now same thing. You are going to tribute off. So we're still at 2 normal summons for an M-Pen. And then now on summon, you're going to go 1 M-Pen, 2 Robin. This will search for a spell trap. This will add itself to the hand. And then same thing, guys. Always, like 80% of the time, you will be grabbing this trap. You want to just play during their turn. That's what sums up the deck. And then just same thing. You set, and then you pass turn, right? And then so it's their turn, right? Now, the thing is, with map basically triggers when your opponent normal summons. So when they normal summon, this will trigger to let you normal summon. So similar to this, but only when they normal summon. But you will get decks or people will literally do everything they can to avoid normal summoning, because that is the format right now. People will literally play around this card. So that is why you always grab this one just backup, just in case they avoid normal summoning, right? And then you just be like, okay, you don't want a normal summon? I'll just do it myself then to let me normal. So yeah, potentially you could probably get out like Avian like twice potentially, right? So let's say if they normal summon, right? Literally 3 cards in our hand, right? You can go on summon, I'll go affect the map to let me normal summon, right? Normal summon the Robin. On summon, you could go 1 Robin, 2 Eaglin, right? Get the Eaglin. Robin can add you like a toucan. And then you can go ahead and additional normal, right? Normal effects, adding you the Apex, right there. And then now you are going to tribute summon for the Apex. And then now you will be, on summon, you will be triggering the effect of the Robin to add itself to the hand, right? And then this would be done. Okay. So now let's say, yeah. So basically just like that, right? And then they try to do something, right? You can, you could just go ahead and negate, right? Boop. And then now let's say if they end up special summoning like 2 more monsters or something like that, right? Kind of like similar to like what we said, right? You can go ahead and just go Dreaming Town to just normal summon again, right? So you can normal summon like Toucan. You can go Toucan effect, targeting this to add it to your hand, right? And then you can like additional normal summon, right? If you want to sack this, go for it. Just to get out another Omni Negate. On summon, you could go the Trap effect, banish for cost, just flip this guy's face down. And then you have another Omni Negate, right? Let's say he does Tactics, draw 2, you could just go Negate. Avian is not a hard once per turn, guys. So just keep that in mind, right? He passes, you draw, and now you just do the same thing. You could go affect the map, reveal, banish with a different card. So kind of similar to our first combo route, but instead you're just ending off with a map, right? So that is going to be it for combo number 2. We'll get into something a little more juicy. Combo number 3, guys. Okay, guys, for combo number 3, we are going to be I'm going to be teaching you guys something called the Harpy's Featherstorm loop, right? Let me just get like 2 extra cards, right? Just these 2 cards can be whatever. So this is like a really cracked thing about this deck, right? So what we're going to do is similar, right, to combo number 2. You're going to activate map. You're going to go affect the map. So you are going to reveal Robin. You will be ditching Eaglin. Let's just say, obviously, we're not hand trapped, guys. Let's just say no hand traps, right? To normal, 1 Robin, 2 Eaglin, right? Eaglin's gonna add itself to the hand. Robin could search you for like, and just go for like another Eaglin, like I always say, just in case he ends up doing something to this Eaglin. Just think about hand trap wise. But in the separate video, guys, I'll be showing you guys how to play around hand traps with Flu, but right now we're just focusing on basic combos uninterrupted. So then you're gonna additional normal because Robin's effect resolve. You're gonna go Eaglin effect, adding you an M-Pen. Now what you are going to do is you are going to tribute these 2 off for your M-Pen, and the new chain you're gonna go 1 M-Pen, 2 Robin. Robin will add, end pen, like I said, 85% of the time you'll be grabbing this, 90% of the time, possibly. Now all you do is you're gonna set this, you will set the Featherstorm, and you will go ahead and pass turn. Oh, I accidentally hit my camera a little bit, okay. And then now you pass turn. Now it's their turn. They go draw, standby. I always like to shotgun this during the draw or standby phase, just in case they like kaiju over this. Because you cannot activate this. You could only activate this card if you have a winged beast monster on the field. So let's just say, for instance, they go draw, standby phase. I'm going to go Harpy's Featherstorm. They cannot activate any monster effects for the rest of the turn. So they are for sure not going to kill you. They are for sure not going to be able to play, right? They will try to. They will try to for some stupid reason, but yeah, so that's going to resolve. They won't be able to play, right? Let's just say he's doing some shit, right? He activates a field spell, right? He ends up summoning, let's just say he ends up special summoning a monster, right? Or I don't know, something like that, right? He special summons a monster, right? Now, you could just do this, right? You can go on summon of that monster. This is what I like to call the Harpy's Featherstorm loop, right? You're going to go ahead and activate Dreaming Town to let you normal summon. So what you're going to do is normal summon Robin. On summon, you're going to go 1 Robin, 2 Eaglin. Eaglin's going to add. Robin will search you like a toucan. Then you will additional normal the Eaglin. And then you're going to go Eaglin effect, searching you out specifically the Ryza, right? And then now you are going to additional normal. So you will be tributing off this and this for Ryza. And then on summon, you're going to go 1 Ryza, 2 Dreaming Town. Dreaming Town's going to banish. This is going to get flipped face down. Ryza's effect, it's going to target 1 card in either graveyard and 1 card on the field to go to the top to bounce to the top of the deck. Right? And if you end up tributing a wind monster, which we did, it gets an additional bonus bounce back to the hand. So your targets are going to be, you can, let's say, like I said, let's say if they have a field spell, right? Your target's going to go bounce that field spell back to their hand. Or, I'm sorry, the field spell top of their deck. You could go ahead and bounce this Featherstorm to the top of your deck. And you could bounce your own Ryza back to your hand. And again, they are still under Featherstorm. They will not be able to play, right? So then they go past turn. Now it's your turn. Draw. Oh boy, look at what we just drew, right? And now you just do the same thing, bruh. You just go ahead and, yeah, basically you can normal summon the toucan. You could go toucan effects, targeting the Dreaming Town, add it back to your hand. And then you can additional normal. So you can go ahead and additional normal the Eaglin. You could go 1 Eaglin, 2 Robin. Robin's going to add back to your hand. Eaglin can search you out basically like an Apex or something, right? It's whatever you want. And then you could go ahead and additional normal. And then on summon, you could go effective the Eaglin to add itself back to your hand. And then you just go into battle, clear out his monster, attack directly. Main phase 2. So the thing with Flu, guys, Flu cannot OTK. I mean, it can, but I like to just be more patient with it sometimes because Nib's a thing. Or, I don't know, I always like to be patient. And it's okay. You just go main phase 2. You set this again. You set this again. Pass turn to them. It's their draw phase. They draw. You just go on draw phase. I'm going to go Harpy's Featherstorm on you again. So you cannot activate any monster effects. So now he's giga fucked. And then before he passes turn, again, you just go ahead and Dreaming Town. Just do the same thing again, right? Eventually bringing out this guy again. Looping this guy back to the top of your deck and itself back to your hand. So that is how the Ryza Featherstorm loop works, guys. We'll be getting into combo number 4 right now. Okay, guys, for combo number 4, it's gonna be just kind of just like a shifter combo, but just basically gonna end you with an M-Pen and an Apex Avian. But I want to show you guys how to do it specifically to play around Nibiru, because if you choose to overextend with this deck, you will get Nibiru'd. So we are simply going to show you guys how to just avoid that, right? So first off, what you're going to do is activate Shifter. Now he can't Veiler you, can't draw you, shuts down half the hand traps, right? You're going to activate Map. This route only works if you kind of have like an M-Pen in your hand already, right? So now what you're going to do is go Map. You're going to reveal. You will be ditching. Where is it? Eaglin to additional normal. And then now you're going to go 1 Robin, 2 Eaglin, right? You're going to add this. Robin is going to add you Toucan. You will then immediately normal summon Eaglin. You're going to go Eaglin effect, adding you the giant chicken. And then you're just going to simply normal summon into this, right? So now what's going to happen is this does not give you an additional normal summon. So meaning now we are only at our regular normal summon, since the effective map gave us an additional normal. And with these two birds effects, they gave us additional normal summon. So that chain kept going on from the map. So since this guy does not give us an additional normal summon, now what we're going to do here is we are going to go Advent, ditching for cost. Might as well, right? It's going to add you. You can go ahead and add yourself a street, because we do need 2 monsters in order to bring out that guy, right? So now what you're going to do is simply normal summon your Toucan. You will go Toucan effects, targeting the M-Pen to add it to your hand. And then you will additional normal summon. So you're going to additional normal summon street. And then you're going to go 1 street, targeting your Shifter to banish it. 2 Robin and add it up to your hand. Obviously, it's going to be our only street target. But let's say if we top deck another Shifter, then that'll be clutch, because we can't have any cards in our graveyard in order to activate Shifter, right? So you'll be adding this. Shifter will be banished. And then you are going to additional normal summon again, using these guys into M-Pen. And then you're going to go 1 M-Pen, 2 Toucan, right? Just add. And then you are going to add, like I said, as always, 90% of the time, Dreaming Town. And then you just simply set on this, and then you pass turn, having a fresh negate, just whatever they do. So basically, you could negate up to 3 times with this card during your opponent's turn. If they end up choosing to normal summon as well, then you could go up to 3 negations with this. But I just want to show you guys this route specifically to avoid being played into Nibiru. So in case they do nib, we kind of have a negate, so we don't lose like this M-Pen in the graveyard. But yeah, that's just gonna be it for the combos of this video, guys. Make sure you guys leave a like, comment down below your thoughts, subscribe, and as always, I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.